Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. This is it. Um, this will be the semi-finals. MRG versus EMC. This is tier 3. Um, we are just waiting for MRG to get into the lobby. And it's 1 minute until they have 15 minutes. But yeah. I should also have Husky K joining me on the cast in a minute, so she'll be hopping into probably a group chat or yeah, probably into a group chat, and she'll be my co-caster for today. Um, Meanwhile, I will just slightly plug for something here. He is doing a co-cast. He is doing another cast at the exact same time. So if you're interested in following both games, then I mean have two tabs open, I guess. But something will be casting the other side of CC Tier 3 semi-finals, as they are both happening at the same time. So by the end of this, it's very possible we know who both of our finalists are. Um, yeah, so regular CC rules, except it is a first to four. Um, so yeah, yeah. I mean, there's not much more I can say. Um, there comes there comes Husey. That is MRG. Oh, hello, Unflux. I'm also probably going to go a little quiet. I'll just sort out a few things in the background while we just wait for Kobra to get into the match. Oh yes, that is something else as well. Um, I can mention this. You get Twitch drops from this, from watching this stream. So yeah, you you get rewards. For the Reaper event that's currently ongoing. The yeah. Oh, the Code of Violence event. So first tier gets you a spray. Second tier gets you another spray. Third tier, a very exciting another spray. Um, but yeah, so just by watching me for probably the hour, 2 hours that this will go on, um, you will get the rewards. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna quickly check with Chimera, because they are the higher seed. They will get the first map pick. And there is no map pool as well. So I mean that's quite nice. That means we've got a choice of every single map other than the two favourites, which are Paris and Horizon. We're not allowed to use those, unfortunately, as they are not. They're not in the competitive map pool, and so they're just not maps that we'll use in CC. First map has been chosen as Oasis. Now I am we've got a ready from Kobra and a ready from Chimera. I'm just gonna quickly check. Just gonna check where my co-caster is. And just make sure I don't start first map without her, just in case she is like right here. Okay, yeah, so I'll do first map on my own, and she'll join afterwards. Yeah.
Welcome to Oasis.
Here we are. First map, going into Oasis. Beautiful map. See us going into. I've forgotten the names of each of the control maps. You know, it's completely skipped my mind. But here we are. You've got Oasis on this map. Yeah. Sometimes you see, you generally do see a brawl kind of composition ran here. Both teams, I do believe, are fairly confident on their brawl. So we see both coming out on that. Calvin on the Reinhardt. He catches on the Hog. I'm assuming that's going to be a switch being made there. They'll switch off of the Hog onto a Reinhardt. What's interesting is Nadia is on the Mercy instead of the Lucio. Might see that switch coming off. But I don't know. There's the switch coming through Recatch, and he will be going on to the pause already. Okay, so that's clearly because Gilda is not apparent. So they've said they're ready, and Gilda is not there. But yeah, I mean, both teams coming out on the brawl comps. Cammy, however, running the Doomfist for MRG, and I mean, we don't know what Gilda's playing yet, but might see. Ton and Smurf on the classic Reaper Cassidy. Quite a common thing that you usually see, and yeah, we've got the ready coming out from yeah, there you go. There's the ready for both teams. So we'll be getting straight back into it. 20 seconds on the clock before that. 27 seconds until that point opens. And MRG just at a competitive disadvantage here, really. They're not going to have that early positioning on that high ground. They still go for it though, with no DPS. Their lamp is dropped down very early, and Ekaj is just walking in, swinging that hammer. Calvin falls extremely low and does get taken out by Tom Nikita. And I mean, MRG going for that early fight has probably cost them that first fight when they had no DPS there. Point just being capped up here by what looks like Sky Commander, yeah. And there you go, point being capped for EMC here. Bit unfortunate for MRG, but MRG coming straight in with a rebound. Wall comes up, doesn't split anyone off, but Lamp is still dropped down just to keep Calvin alive. Cammy goes onto the point just to distract that information, and there's a boop! Smurf gets booped off the edge by Nadia. What a lovely boop. The flash onto E-Catch makes him fall low, and there's the lamp drop down for him. He gets taken out, and Dillstar walking forward with that Diva shotgun's doing plenty of damage. Sky Commander probably going to be the next target. Ton falling down. I mean, Husey has fallen, so this fight could still go back the other way with no main support, but Sky Commander getting demeched and Baby Diva getting taken out. Point gets flipped over towards MRG. Nice fight there, and very, very swiftly kicked off by a boot from Nadia, actually. Managing to find that boot onto Smurf. Managed to just completely move that fight around and probably swayed with the tempo. The shatter, though, from Calvin finds the kill immediately onto Smurf. That 200 hammer damage coming down, and I mean, MRG have taken that fight very, very quickly. Forget what buttons are, do what.
Check this out.
Smurf coming in now, plenty of ults for both sides, 6 ults actually for EMC, and they're going very aggressive. Smurf caught out on the edge, almost gets booped, gets flashed and gets taken out by getting booped in. Shatter still comes down though, and what a shatter coming out from E-Catch. He unfortunately does fall off the edge, and both Grinds have decided to jump off the edge. Probably just a mistake, but kills seem to be going the way of MRG here. A boop there from Nadia just to save Husey and knocked on off the edge, and that's the point, going to 78% for MRG, and EMC really having to find a footing here, really struggling to find a footing, sorry. 3 ults online for MRG here, well 4 if you include that shatter that's almost online for Calvin, and he's probably going to be looking for this early shatter. Cammy gets taken out, there's the shatter come down, gets met with the cold hard side of a shield. Nadia with another boot onto Smurf, cancels the blizzard. Oh my god, that's massive. What are EMC going to do? They do seem to find a little bit of a footing on the point, but I mean, MRG are just going to be walking back in. Lamp has been dropped down onto to keep E-Catch alive, but that seemed to do the job and keep him alive, getting the fire strike kill onto Calvin. Cammy, however, on the back has found 2 kills. Baki and E-Catch both being taken out by him, and he's coming back in, trying to find those kills onto Smurf. Smurf forced to use that ice block, does get taken out. Sky Commander getting demeched, and this fight could have gone the way of EMC, sorry, but they just didn't manage to keep traction. That boop from Nadia cancelling the blizzard from Smurf was absolutely humongous. And yeah, first point being taken by MRG in our Brawl matchup. MRG coming out looking very strong. And I mean, coming into it, they are bottom of the stand, or they are 4th in the standings. So they are like one of the more lower teams in comparison to Chimera, who is top of the table. So it's a nice showing from MRG, maybe bringing a bit of a dark horse, or like an underdog kind of story coming through. Both teams going to be rolling out on this wall again. Tom has made the switch onto the Reaper, however. All comes up and manages to split off Calvin, but Lamp is there to just keep him alive. Calvin with a very aggressive pin. He gets immediately punished for that. And E-Catch finding the pin onto Cammy on the side, also finding a nice kill. MRG probably going to have to be backing out of this fight, and EMC just cleaning up. Dillstar gets demech, looks for that stun, but doesn't quite get it. Yeah. EMC taking cap of the point to start off with. No ults really online for either side. Maki Kuda very close to that window though, and it's going to be looking for that window to come off here to try and get it off first. This matchup. MCG though gets caught out of position. I think that was Cammy who did most of the work, and Dillstar just claiming that final blow. Sees 2 critical. What a shatter! What a shatter from E-Catch. He puts 4 players onto their backs, and they all get swung on by that. freak of a Reinhardt player. Cammy lands the pulse bomb onto E-Couch, looking like this, trying to make this more winnable. Nice headshots coming through from Cammy, and MRG fighting this like it's a winnable fight. Nadia's still left on that point, and I think it's just Cammy left on 1 health below. Gonna be looking for that health pack, and MRG have come back into this fight, even off the back of that shatter on E-Couch, and have managed to flip the point over. Unflux, I will mute you. Calvin does have the shatter bomb online here for MRG, and plenty of ults online for both sides actually. EMC also with 5 ults of their own. There's the window coming out early. Shatter comes down from Calvin, and that was a jump shatter. He gets killed before he can even hit the ground. Now he drops the beat, and there's a lot of ults being dropped here. Kobra using that high noon, doesn't seem to find anything. There's the bomb coming out from Sky Commander, and that finds the kill onto Dillstar. That's the baby Diva getting taken out, and EMC have commit so many fewer ults into this fight, and still finding just as much value. Cammy has commit that pulse bomb and managed to find the kill onto Mackie. That's the main source of healing gone for MRG. Lamp is dropped down, and there's the Death Blossom from Tom Makita, finding the kill onto Nadia and Fusey. That's both supports gone for MRG, and the point's probably going to be looking like it's flipped over. As much stall as possible coming down. Fiona just coming back in, just getting that little bit of touch and keeping that point alive, but Ton finding plenty of kills in that fight. And EMC being so amazingly conservative with their ults. Cammy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Cammy does get taken out from a headshot from MCG there. Oh, there's the Blizzard coming down. The wall comes up and splits off Calvin. Blizzard comes down and the Lamb comes out as well. And I mean, that's a nice quick fight for EMC. That's going to be a clean reset for MRG. Might start getting more Kobra time there actually. Might be a bit easier to follow. Time coming through. There's the overtime punch coming through. Shatter comes down from the E-Couch, and Calvin is caught up in that. He gets taken out. Couldn't quite be in the inside the lamp. Mackie though with 2 through that window has managed to find 2 picks. Onto the Baptiste of Reinhardt, of all the characters, and it's just Tom Makita on the Reaper. Tom Reaper hero, finding those cleanup kills, finding 2 with that Death Blossom, and that's going to be confirming our second point.
Score 1-1. Ready for battle.
I can't wait!
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
Here comes a new challenger!
I will quickly see if I can get
Don't worry, my friend.
in before we start.
Check this out.
Where are they?
5, 4, 3, 2,
There we go.
1.
Got them into the group. Going in. Okay, slight change of pace for Kobra here. Calvin switching onto the monkey, going for an instant play, going for a dive. However, it's 6. Hello. You catch us just as we're getting into it. Kobra definitely taking it a little bit slower, as they do have this dive. They have to play a bit thirsty, but Sky Commander finds the punish onto Calvin. He tried taking that high ground and gets taken out. Nadia does find the resurrection onto him there. EMC just finding this nice bit of position on this left-hand side, keeping control of that mega pack and control of the point. Calvin gets caught out in the back line, and Tom Makita finding that pick off. And it's just Dillstar really contesting point. Smurf finding the pick onto Cammy. That's probably going to spell the end of this fight for MRG.
The objective is mine. Join me.
Reinhardt being switched as well as Calvin. Clearly couldn't find much value on the Reinhardt. On the There's the nano coming through onto Calvin. Window comes out in return. It forces him to take a different rotation around. And Calvin also getting hacked up while in that nano just meant the nano is completely useless. He comes down for Chimera, and there's the shatter onto both the supports. Ekaj with one foul sweep manages to take out both Husey and Nadia. And what a shatter coming out, that completely cleans it up. And Ton also with the high noon on the side, just split the attention.
My ultimate is charging.
MRG are going to be coming back in here with quite a few ults. Cammy dropping down that pulse bomb quite early into the fight, not being able to find anything unfortunately.
All systems checked out.
And you would have liked that pulse bomb to connect really, so that you can get the lamp out and gives you a better visor. There's the MP coming out and the bomb goes over. Sky Commander finding 2 kills with that bomb. And that's just going to be another quick clean fight for EMC here. Just chasing down Cammy in their backline.
MRG did a huge advantage right now. 3 ults as opposed to none.
This could be a final fight coming through here. Bomb comes up from Dillstar, and Calvin does have that shatter online. Bomb doesn't quite find anything, but it does force out that lamp. Visor on the high ground with the Valkyrie to damage boost it. There's the shatter coming down. 3 players put onto their back, but with the window there, the people who were still up is still very threatening. Calvin just walking onto Ekaj, swinging and doing plenty of damage. Looks like the fight is going the way of MRG and Cammy. Managing to use that, Cammy has that flash there, just stopping the high noon from Tom Makita. Point going to be flipped over with 99% for EMC.
All systems checked out.
Dillstar just getting into that remac, getting that mech back for the next fight. The shatter comes out, put 4 player onto their back from Ekaj. Oh, what a lovely shatter. EMC is set to win this map with a play like that. Window comes out from Husey in protest, but it just doesn't matter. EMC are all there. That shatter just, I mean, yeah. Very quickly. Point is going to be flipped over. Overtime has started. And Calvin walks onto the point, gets absolutely melted. And yeah, EMC taking the first map quite nicely. Did unfortunately lose that first map, but managed to get a grip in that second and third, and take the map overall.
Play of the game. Double.
Huge.
Triple.
Okay. Sorry. I joined mid-map and I'm low-key. I had no clue what either team name was, and I was very confused.
Okay, it's MRG Kobra versus EMC Chimera.
Okay, I'm probably just gonna say Kobra and Chimera because I can't remember the letters.
Yeah, to be fair, I should probably do that because it's a bit easier to follow. Yeah. So because it is semi-finals, there's no map pool, and it'll be the loser picks. So I will quickly head to match chat. Oh, they already know what they're playing, so it will be hybrid, and we are going to King's Row.
Oh, Scrims Row. Okay.
Scrims Row, yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know if that's quite a good pick for MRG there, as EMC or Chimera definitely seem to be the stronger team in the mirror, in the brawl mirror matchup, and taking them to a more rush favoured map could either work in their favour if they've got a secret plan, like a Pharaoh maybe, or like the Simbastion TP. But yeah, it could depend on what we see coming out from Kobra. But we have a ready for both teams, and I mean, I guess we get straight into second map. No break at all for these teams. They just want to keep going at it.
Now entering King's Row. Initiating match.
Here we are, Scrims Row. Good old London town. I mean, you probably expect both teams to be running rush kind of comps coming out.
Monkey?
I mean,
Oh no, it's a bait.
it's you do see the Rhine Sigma defense. I mean, I think Rhine Diva is more favoured in this kind of matchup, but I mean, it's tier 3, so if you're more confident on the Sigma than you are the Diva, then it can still work, and it can still be quite effective. A more annoying double shield, or less annoying double shield to come up against.
More Bobo double shield.
5,
Especially with the Lucia.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Engage coming out very quickly. There's the lamp drop down, but Calvin just wasn't giving it early enough. And Chimera, I mean, they've held this very, very well already. And I mean, I can see what they're doing here with their Rhine and Sigma. They're looking for this split defense. They're kind of standing either side of the statue. Ekaj does get rushed onto, and Smurf pulls up that wall just to keep him alive and keep him safe. And yeah, I mean, MRG are kind of corralled into this little spot that they don't really want to be in. Flash comes out and stuns up Ekaj, takes him out, but the kills are coming onto the backside of it, MRG, onto Kobra. And I mean, Chimera just cleaning up those kills and still being able to hold on to this point. 1 minute has gone by. Ekaj here, very close to that chat. I see a different rotation coming from Kobra here, but they seem to coming to the side. The ball comes up. It looked like they were trying to catch out Ekaj, but couldn't quite get him. Ton is getting frozen up here, absolutely bullied by Cammy. And Ekaj is forced to pin back to his team. Ton being taken out there does give that extra bit of difference. But there's the Blizzard being dropped down from Smurf, and Gilda in the hotel gets frozen up and taken out. Shatter comes down, and Ekaj does not land that. Sky Commander also getting taken out. It looks like the fight will be going the way of Kobra here. Yeah, I mean, there's the stall coming through from Smurf, just sat like pointing his ice block. Yeah, but point going the way of Kobra here.
Ult economy is actually not horrible. Both teams have most of their ults. Red team is out of bigger advantage.
Yeah, Kobra do seem to have the slight ult advantage, having 4 ults online and being halfway to their 5th. Whereas EMC, Chimera are, okay, there's an early window coming out from Fusey, and I mean the res is going to come out on Fusey here, but will it be enough? I mean, somehow, I think it's with the force of this Valkyrie that Nadia has managed to keep the team alive while also resurrecting Fusey. easy. And Kobra is just going to be walking forward and finding those kills.
Honestly, I think that was a really good swap from Kobra onto the Doomfist, because Cammy seems to be getting a lot of value, especially being in the backline. They don't have a whole ton of peel with Sig as opposed to Kobra. Obviously, still you have Rock and stuff, but it's not as much.
Yeah, you also don't have the slight vertical mobility that you would have. Gilda, though, with the high noon, finds 2 kills, didn't even hear the voice line. He was set up behind Chimera, and I mean, tense 1v1, both of the crews missing their shots, but Sky Commander's going to be stalling out that point, and point's going to be capped. Second point being capped with 4 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock for Kobra, pushing this forward very, very strongly.
Group up with me.
Chimera does have 4 ults as opposed to Cobra's almost 3, but significantly more playmaking.
That's the thing though, Chimera have done, Kobra have done a better job of using that ult effectively than Kobra. I mean, you were talking before about Cammy being in the backline. He's just forced out Lamp and taken out Mackie. And he's still full health on this Doomfist.
Because no matter if Cammy is killing things or not, it takes their backs and
Yeah, it's still like taking resources. There's 4 kills, 5 kills for Cammy in
oh my
that.
god.
And yeah, the Doomfist swap definitely working out better for Kobra here. High Noon now online for Gilda, and I mean, MCG is going to try his best to stall out this point. Calvin also with the Shatter walking very aggressively at ECAD. He comes down in response to the Shatter and keeps Sky Commander in his mech. And it looks like Kobra might just be backing out of this fight and going again, as there was quite a few ults invested from Chimera. But Chimera holding on to it just before the end here, this is what you like to see. I mean, it's not rare that you see this point being held here as well. Like, they could full hold this here now. They could fully keep on to this now, where it is now. Only online for Chimera at the moment is the window though, so you're going to be wanting to probably get that out quite early. Window comes out from QZ earlier though. Kobra with the Calvin, with the fire strike, finds the pick onto Mackie. That's a major pick. Smurfhouse made the switch onto the Hanzo, but that's not going to make much of a difference. High Noon on the side from Gilda doesn't find any kills, but it doesn't need to because all of Chimera are already dead.
Really strong performance from Kobra, especially on those swaps. Do you know if it's a comfort pick, Doomfist, or if it was more so just like a random swap?
Initiating.
Because Cammy is getting a lot of value. I wonder if they switched it up because it wasn't working and chose comfort picks. Because if so, it seems to work. Oh.
Quick message from Calvin there. I stopped breathing for a sec. Yeah, definitely quite a tense fight at the end there. But MRG Kobra doing a very, very good job of pushing that in. And yeah, I mean, finding a really, really good push, ending with 1 minute 53. They will be now switching onto the defense, and it looks like they're a little indecisive on what their tank composition will be on the defense. But it looks like they're fairly confident they're going to be running the Orisa Sigma now. Gilda on the Farah. I mean, yeah, you see it come out, and I do wonder how Chimera might want to deal with this. A double shield hold on King's Row with Farah is something that you would see at much higher levels, so it's quite nice to see it being played here, and it will really depend how we see it being played out here. Chimera running out of that top window here as well. Just be rotating through Hotel, but Cammy with a pick onto Mackie. ECAD's has already started to go in, and I think this fight is over before it's even started, as Chimera just lose their main source of healing, their Baptiste, at the start of that fight. again. They don't lose Mackie this time. They manage to stay alive. Lamp comes down for Kobra here, and Calvin gets frozen up. Farah just poking down in the back, and there's the window from the distance. It's just going to force them all away. But Gilda, with the barrage in the back line, finds free with the barrage with 4 kills overall. And oh my god, the window and the barrage together was absolutely humongous. Window just pushes them into that corner where, where Gilda's just sat, lying in wait with the barrage, ready to take them out. Beautifully played from Kobra there. Rotation's going to come through Hotel again, and the bongo comes down in the middle of the point. Window comes out in return, and Cammy with a high noon manages to find the kill onto MRG. Mackie, however, has found the kill to Dillstar, and kills are going the way of EMC here. Gilda getting taken out by a headshot from Smurf, and losing your Farah there is going to lose a lot of your ability to turn back around that fight. Point will be capped up with 2 minutes just gone on the clock, and Nadia unfortunately falling late into that fight there. Probably going to have late spawn as well. This is going to force a further back hold for Kobra.
Not only do they have more, they also have 5 ults. Yeah. Huge advantage compared to the one only NBT.
There's the high noon coming out from Chimera. And I mean, the high noon got lifted up into the air, I believe. He finds 2 kills, and I mean, that's probably just going to spell the end of that fight for MRG Kobra. As, yeah, there you go, Gilda gets taken out. And Nadia staying alive for the longest time. That's a massive stagger kill. It's probably going to mean that they're going to be fighting this last second. Calvin and Dillstar have made the switch though. They've switched onto a comp just to mirror. They definitely seem to work better for them on the attack. So hopefully on the defense it works just as well. There's the window coming out from Juicy. And Cammy has found the pick on Tom. Bomb on the high ground. Sky Commander finds the pharmacy. And I mean, that's just going to prime the aggression for EMC Chimera here. Walking forward, trying their hardest to take out the tanks. Smurf does drop down the blizzard and he finds the kill on Juicy, but probably a little bit of no commitment. The pharmacy had already been taken out and the Reinhardt just died. But I mean, I guess if you're playing May like Smurf is, you might build it up very quickly. He has been building them very well after all. There's the barrage coming down from Gilda, but it was clearly been noticed there by MRG. Ecad drops down the Shatter and finds 2, but the Shatter gets put back in return. Calvin puts 5 players onto their back. Smurf getting taken out on the recall there. And yeah, I mean, Chimera are going to have to back out. Into this next fight, Window is there. There's a high noon coming out from Tom, but he gets flashed out of it. Window gets dropped down in response to the wall on Calvin, and he manages to get found. Mackie falling extremely low, needing to use that lamp on herself. And Gilda on this high ground is doing so much work. He's found that dynamite. He's finding plenty of damage. Just getting poked off of the high ground by Sky Commander there. Sky Commander doing his job. You don't usually see him do. Though the dynamite through the window finds the kill onto ECAJ, but the bomb managing to find Nadia, Gilda and the mech. This fight could still go the way of EMC, and I mean, the kills are definitely going the way of Chimera here. High Noon on the side from Cammy, but doesn't manage to finish it off, and 2 minutes 7 on the clock.
Score 3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Okay,
What is the score currently?
the score at the moment is 1-0 to Chimera. So Chimera managed to take the first map. And Chimera now have a
Attackers
10-second
incoming
time
in
difference.
30 seconds.
So just over 15 seconds, I think it is.
Looking like a pretty fair fight, to be honest. Pretty equal game. I like how these teams are both pretty equally matched. Not one has like a huge advantage over the other. It really could go either way.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said last map, you weren't here, but MRG is the 4th ranked team, and EMC is the top.
Attackers
So to see them being this evenly matched just shows that the playoffs is going to be really, really good for this season at CC.
They are performing very well.
Cammy will be rolling out his fist again, and he showed to be very disruptive on it before. Diving in, manages to punch a statue. Doesn't seem to find that much, and he's just going to resort to playing with his team, but he does get swung on by ECAJ and gets taken out. And Chimera will really take advantage of this and try and push forward. Rez does come through into Cammy though, but Calvin falls, and with no main tank you're going to have to back out. Uzi also falling at the end there, and yeah, they're just going to have to wait for those two players to come back.
60 seconds.
Window coming out very early from Mackie, just going to force Calvin to hold that shield in the face of the window, and he gets taken out because of it. Smurf finding to Calvin. The push does come through from Chimera here, and they are trying to find these kills. Con gets punished for his over-aggression and gets taken out. Rez has come through onto Calvin, and I mean, Chimera having to back up here. Gilda on the side, goes for a little bit of a flank through hotel, doesn't find anything, but ECAJ gets drawn away from the front line and gets that spells the end of that fight. Lamp comes down from Mackie in response to that bomb, and Cammy diving into the back line gets taken out, but it looks like this point might just be capped up by Kobra here. And just with like 5 seconds on the clock, they managed to get a footing onto that point and take control.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Chimera here though, with plenty of ults coming online. They might be looking for either this choke hold, or they might rush in, just looking for a very aggressive hold, trying to end this massive early. Cammy finding this high ground position, does get forced out by Sky Commander, and he almost finds the kill onto the Mercy. Sky Commander though drops the bomb into the back line, doesn't find any kills, just finds the lamp. There's the High Noon coming out from Nikita, but some kills have gone the way of Kobra here. Nice kill, nice flash and kill from Ton there, finding the kill onto Gilda, but the Rez comes out and just brings Gilda back into the fight. Not many players left in this fight for Chimera here, as Kobra have managed to claim that first fight. just going to be getting at least 3 players on this point at all times. Get it moving as quickly as it can. Making sure you don't get any C9s. That's the last thing you want to be doing, C9ing in a semi-finals game. Chimera finally, there's the high noon coming out, but the window comes out, and also the blizzard getting eaten up by Dillstar there. Shatter coming down puts 4 players onto their back for Calvin, and Calvin with a beautiful shatter. The combination with the meteor strike from Cammy takes out all of MRG, all of EMC Chimera, and they look like they're going to be capping up this second point of King's Row. Pushing through streets, all on overtime there. And now, sorry. Just getting a pause there. Wow. That's quite intense. Managing to push all the way through Streets phase in overtime is a really amazing feat, and we have got the pause coming through. I quickly have a check if he's messaging in match chat just to see. But hopefully we can get back in soon. Hopefully it's not like a disconnect or anything. You hate to see disconnects, especially at this point where it's like such a decisive point in the game.
Especially since neither team looks like they have like many subs at all, which actually surprises me a lot. Usually, especially in like finals or semi-final games, you see a bunch of subs just in case somebody has to go or you have bad Wi-Fi, but it looks like if any of these people disconnect, we might see a forfeit, especially a forfeit of a map, maybe even everything, especially Kobra. Kobra has no subs, it's looking like.
I believe it is 5 minutes for each pause. We've got the start, so we'll actually just want to check MRGs are. I don't want to start it when if one of the teams isn't ready. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So here we are, starting up again, going back into it. Kings Row Wall comes up, doesn't manage to split anyone off. There's the lamp coming out from Chimera and the high noon from Tom Makita. Bomb goes up onto the high ground. Zillstar was taken out, but he still manages to find 2 with that bomb. Cammy also finding the kill onto Smurf, and that might just, well, that will just spell the end of that fight for Chimera there. Kobra pushing it through, now with the window online coming closer to that high noon, and they might be able to finish up this map. Tom Makita just coming in with the okay, Ekaj pins across the point. Hopefully looking for somebody who wasn't the diva, but doesn't manage to find it. Sky Commander throws the bomb up in the air and finds Cammy. Gilda with the pick onto MCG using the high noon. It looks like kills are still going the way of Kobra here, and the point has been capped. 6 points for Kobra here, and this map is going all the way.
Score.
Honestly, a really strong fight for Kobra, especially opting to keep that Doomfist, which is objectively a risky move considering Doomfist is easily counterable, but it doesn't look like they are using the resources to counter it.
Yeah, I mean...
Also that huge pin, that was really funny.
The huge pin, yeah.
Oh yeah, onto Diva, and just falls off the... It's so unfortunate.
I mean, it might have been worth it if he'd pinned the other Ryan or pinned like a DPS or something.
Anyone else? Yeah.
But the Diva just turned on the boosters, flew straight out. It's like, yeah, okay, bye bye. Yeah, both teams not opting for anything new, not trying to switch it up and come out on anything a little different. Gilda is on the McCree this time rather than the Fire on the defense, but it definitely worked better for them on third point last time, so it looks like they're sticking with what works. And Chimera, just waiting for Mackie to make that pick, probably going to be a Baptiste. Yeah, and there we are. And I mean, Chimera always come out the top of King's Road.
Defend objective A.
Using that Mayward.
Time to raise my APM.
Rotation will come through Hotel here, just to get through. They do like this rotation. Wall comes up and finds Calvin. Lamp has been dropped down there just to stop that, and Tom with the pick onto Calvin early into the fight. This could mean the point being capped up before the timer even runs out. Cammy diving in on the Doomfist, gets flashed up and he might be falling here. Gildan finds a headshot on the Tom Makita, but it is just cleanup kills coming through, and Chimera, very, very quick, clean first fight, finding plenty of kills, and Dillstar gets remeked, and that's just going to... He probably should have just died there. He's just fed quite a bit of ult charge to Chimera. 1 minute 13 on the clock as the point is being capped, going into Streets phase.
Blue team having a huge ult advantage, significant.
60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, both teams, it looks like Kobra just have to wait for some staggered deaths to come through, get back into this street so they can have this fight and stop this tart. And realistically, if Kobra can stop the tart here, it's massive for them, because it gives them a better chance of getting the next fight. The window comes out! What a wall as well from Smurf, manages to split off Gilda and Calvin from the rest of the Kobra. And I mean, Chimera are just going to be walking forward here as well. D-Mech comes through onto Dillstar there, and he's going to be taken out. No staggers coming through, they don't want him to lose that point. Tom Makita,
Wasted
very
ult.
aggressive,
10 seconds.
went for the high noon for some reason. Yeah, point will be capped. 4 seconds on the clock, it doesn't matter. At this point, Blizzard comes down, and there's the shatter coming down from ECAS. Both tanks put onto their back. Cammy has Meteor Strike to get into the backline. Dillstar going quite aggressive, but gets D-Mech. Gilda also with that res, he gets rezzed up and gets taken out immediately. Kills are going the way of EMC Chimera here, and they've just got to be very conscious of this C9. I mean, this could go either way at this point. Chimera not with many ults online in comparison to MRG Kobra. But I mean, it really depends how Kobra uses their ults. They've been very good at using their ults so far, and it just really depends what comes out. There's the bomb coming up, and the shatter comes down. Dillstar with 2 kills on that bomb. Oh my god! And that's gonna be it. That's it. Right before the end, Kobra managed to clutch it. Kobra, beautiful play, absolutely beautiful play. And I mean, you got to give credit to Cammy's Doomfist. He's got the play of the game here, and he has played exceptionally well, finding many picks in the back line, just diving in just perfectly onto them. And I mean, there's the Meteor Strike coming down on 3 players with the help of that shatter.
Epic.
To see justice done is its own reward.
Now, we will be heading on to the next map. It will be our favourite game mode, Assault. So we will quickly be doing that. The map pick does go to EMC Chimera, and they have gone for Volskaya. A much less brawl heavy map. So we might see something different come out here. We might see more dive comps coming out, or maybe Orisa defenses, as you love to see them. And yeah, we've got the ready coming from Chimera already, so we'll just be waiting for the ready for Kobra to get into our third map. And just to remind you, this is a best of 7, so it is first to 4 maps will win, as it is a playoffs match. And as well as that, you can get drops for the new event watching my stream. For those who don't know, who didn't catch it on the first map, you can get drops for the Reaper event, so keep watching and you'll get those sprays in game as long as your Twitch account is linked.
Honestly, I'm not sure who this map is going to go to, because you can't really run the brawl, the really strong Mei brawl here. There's not a huge amount of places to wall off, especially when you get to first point. You can wall the choke on right side or left side, but after that, when you're on point and a fight breaks loose, you don't have easy access to walls. That's why King's Row is so strong for Mei. It's such a narrow map with only limited spaces to go, but honestly, I'm not sure how this map is gonna go, or if they're gonna run the double shield here.
I mean, something that I usually see in this tier is the oh so lovely Orisa Diva defense coming out, and it works effectively on this map, as it just gives you much more verticality with that Diva. And yeah, we've got the ready from both teams here, and so we'll be heading into our next map.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries. Initiating match.
There we go. I'm going to the wrong spawn. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what Chimera run out on the defense here. MRG Kobra did get the pick of attack or defense, and they chose to attack first, so
Ready
yeah,
for battle.
they clearly want to set up their win condition
I'm
for
overloading!
the attack. They clearly want to cap both ECAJ and Sky Commander, but not on the double shield comp.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
We love to see it. Double shield. Sky Commander back onto that Sigma. He played it on King's Row and showed that he was fairly confident running it there. And so, yeah, no surprise they're running a fairly classic double shield combo with the Torb and the Ash. Meanwhile, on the other side, Kobra have opted for the dive-oriented comp with the Farah. Gilda back on that Farah that worked so well for them on the defense of King's Row on that first point. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Torn though with a headshot finds out Cammy.
Thanks for the assist.
It looks like Kobra's just soft diving until they get nano. Typical strat use the special Volskaya.
You kinda do play dive a bit like that. Rotation has come around, giving Kobra a bit better cover, and I mean forces Chimera to play a lot closer together than they were before.
Right beside me. Always enemy turret down.
And I mean, Gilda having this angle, he's taking pot shots. Okay, Nadia falling off the edge of the map onto Mercy. Can't be having that. Gilda has found the pick onto Maki, so there won't be any main support, main source of healing there. Yuzi has opted to invest the nano into this fight. I mean, Calvin jumping onto the high ground with that nano, managing to get plenty of damage in and build up that primal, but he gets pistoled down by MCG. It looks like it'll be a reset coming through. Sky Commander on the low ground. It only looks like Calvin's gunning for that kill. Doesn't quite land that pulse bomb, gets taken out by Smurf, and Gilda's in. It's looking a bit scrappy here as Calvin jumps back in and finds the kill onto Sky Commander. And the point is starting to be capped up here for Kobra as ECAJ comes back in to stall it out that little bit, but he's got no healing behind him, and Chimera losing the point and yeah, being forced back onto that second point as
New defense point.
Kobra
Objective B.
do manage to walk forward.
Much better. I will keep you here.
Gilda does have this barrage right here. We'll be looking to get this off as soon as he can. Just get as
You're
many
not going.
kills
An
as
enemy
he can
turret
as well.
is
But Ton with another headshot manages to find an early pick onto Yuzi. Rez coming out from Nadia almost gets her taken out. And I mean, Ton is hitting so many shots here. Yeah, they're very cautious of Gilda going on that flank to drop off that barrage. This dive does look like it comes, so he does start making a beeline for Ton, but he has so much damage with that pocket. Gilda though drops down the barrage, manages to find 2 kills, and the bongo and the turret. So Ton dropping down Bob onto the point down. I mean, there's some good defensive ults coming out from Chimera here. It's just going to completely slow down the forces of Kobra. But the nano comes out onto Gilda here on the far right, and he's just going to walk towards the push down as possible. Smurf feeling extremely low, had to go for that mega health pack. And Sky Commander on the point, just stopping him from getting that one tick. Does unfortunately get DMX. Kills are going the way of Kobra here. What a direct! Gilda hitting a nice direct in the air. I mean, beautiful to see that coming out. Shows that these players do actually have a lot of skill in them. Sometimes they make silly little mistakes. ECAJ comes in, manages to find the kill onto Dilstar. So losing out Dilstar in this fight is going to be very good. Uzi has come back on that Moira and will be using that purple sucking action of Moira's wrist to take out Sky Commander. And with the new fade change, Uzi has been very aggressive there. Nice to see, jumping onto that high ground into Nikita's face. Yeah, Soul has come through for a solid 45 seconds, but the point does get capped up by MRG Kobra there with 2 minutes 20 on the clock.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Now, MRG Kobra, I mean, they have to be very proud of that performance there. They managed, I mean, they managed to full cap for a start, and on top of that, they finished with plenty of time. So
Ready for battle.
I see. That's gonna hurt my feelings saying stuff like that. Take it a bit. Yeah, MRG on the defense. They're running the Rhine Diva. Not something you usually see on this map, but I mean, if they can make it work. They do have Gilda on that Ashe that worked so well for Ton on the defense. So, I mean, I won't be surprised if it works just well, just as well. Chimera have, however, run out on the dive comp here.
Enemigo detectado.
Oh, stop that guy right where
Routing powers forward shield activated. I want to shoot you down.
opting for the brig instead of first.
Get through this.
Yeah, and I mean, when you put on that, I say that as Cammy
Cammy getting huge value.
Cammy managing to find 3 in that fight.
Actually quite fond of the brig pick here, especially since they do have Cammy on Tracer. We're really gonna need that peel, and the tanks not like they can't necessarily peel if they're diving. So ready to see MCG with the peel onto Mackie.
I might need this later.
Calvin has found himself out of position, however. Calvin managed to punish, Chimera, sorry, managed to punish that unfortunate position. Kobra now also got slightly out of position.
Big res onto Calvin.
Does get taken out of the bomb. Also finding a kill on Cammy getting taken, hacked up and taken out there. It's just Nadia left on the point. As Sky Commander's going to jump off the map to reset and get that mech back. And there's first point going the way of EMC Chimera.
Objective A captured.
Come on, truck.
A Chimera with 5 volts going into this second point. I mean, that is massive. They managed to get first point with the use of Kobra. And that's it. And running the right on the defense comes out from Spur. I mean, the headshot from Gilda managed to take him out. 5 players had him up there. And the ECAD has found the kill onto QZ, and with the Primal manages to find the kill onto Gilda. Bossball goes down on Gilstar's mech and forces out that bomb. Cammy just jumps into the back line and looks to see if he can find a pull onto the, or find a pick onto the supports. But the supports sat on high ground. It's like, nope, I don't think that. Denied. But it looks like Chimera might just be tactically yeah, getting out of that fight. Chimera with only rally now did commit 4 ults into that fight and didn't even use it. Cammy now with the force bomb as well. He's going to be looking for the stick fairly early. Looks for that tracer. Doesn't manage to find the wing clip and tries to force out the recall. Came out from MRG and gave that little bit of armor on top of everything. Cammy drops down the pulse bomb onto MCG, doesn't have the trouble, so just kind of sits and watches his work. And I mean, taking out MCG there is just going to force Chimera back even further. And it's 42 on the clock, that means that if they do finish this map, they won't be finishing with as much time as possible.
Oh, excuse me. That'll get it done.
There's the bomb coming out from Sky Commander. Over the top and doesn't seem to find anything. Nano also coming out to E-Catch, and he just walks forward, tanks 2 headshots out of Gilda because he can. And yeah, a beautiful play from E-Catch there. I mean, bomb coming out in response from Dillstar, and that doesn't seem to find anything. There's the pulse bomb onto Calvin, and Tom managing to find that stick and still doesn't make a difference. Pon getting taken out by the Moira there. I mean, this fight looks like it's going the way of Kobra here. Another good defense, and Husey has made the switch onto the Moira. I didn't notice Husey die early, but I'm assuming that's why. And there's plenty of ults here as well. Husey with the Coalescence, Gilda with a High Noon, Cammy with a Pulse Bomb, and Calvin with a Primal. There's the Pulse Bomb coming out from Cammy. Doesn't seem to get anything, just throws it between the gaps of the enemy team. Unfortunately, as they all rotate together, running around this back. Sniper is going to have the EMP. It does come out right as that dive comes through as well. But the Coalescence is there. Husey was hiding and waiting for it. And I mean, not loading in, but the Coalescence is definitely there. Kills are still going the way of Kobra in this fight.
Allow me to repair the damage.
And yeah, that's a hold for Kobra again. 33 seconds on the clock for Chimera, and they have to cap this point if they want this map to keep going.
Oh yeah.
We almost got this. Don't screw it up.
And Cammy, literally a fight ago he used his Pulse Bomb, and he's almost built up another Pulse Bomb. High Noon coming out from the top of Makita on that high ground. Doesn't look like he can quite lock onto anyone. Gilda falls low on the backline. Sky Commander finds a kill, but it does cost him his mech. Bomb goes up into the air from Dilstar, and they do find a tick, but can they keep this fight going? High Noon comes out from Gilda on this backside, and it doesn't seem to be finding anything. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Finds the kill onto Mackie. MCG the only one who can get to the point, and he gets booped off. That is it. MRG Kobra taking the third map and putting themselves ahead in this series after falling short on the first. Well, looks like I will be solo casting this from now on, as Husky has had to leave, unfortunately. Yeah, so yeah, we're 3 maps in now. Going on to our 4th map, it will be Escort. Plenty to talk about. I mean, MRG Kobra pulling this back. Okay, you know what? That's the funniest thing that's the funniest thing I've read in a while. No, I do not cast like this during intercourse. Otherwise, I think my girlfriend would leave me. But yeah, going into Escort, the map pick goes towards EMC Chimera, and they have chosen Route 66. Another map that probably draws away from Brawl a little more. They might have noticed that they can't really match them on the the Brawl match, the Brawl face to face. Chimera will be making a sub here. MCG being brought out and Fineliner coming in. He is part of their roster. I did check it from earlier. Okay, I'm not liking my chat at the moment. Yeah, so going into 4th map, just reminders all around. It is a first of 4 series. We are now on our 4th map. It is 2-1 to MRG Kobra. And sorry. and I'm not even gonna look at my chat anymore. That's it. I'm. This is. Oh no, it's getting worse. If you feel like it, there is the other half of the semi-finals going on over on something or SX. It's linked in the CC server broadcasting channel. And that is MBS versus Sapphire. I'm. Oh dear. It's just evolving even more. How I can. Oh dear. Yeah, so just waiting for Kobra to reply on whether they want to attack or defend first. They have chosen to attack first, so they'll stay where they are. And that is a ready from Kobra as well. And the sub has been made. Dink will be coming in for Smurf. First map without Smurf for Chimera here. And, I mean, MCG has been invited back. I would quickly, yeah. Yeah, so we'll just wait and see, for the ready. And, yeah, just waiting on EMC at the moment. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I can't handle my own chat. This is unfortunate. Definitely, unfortunate is the word. There is the ready for EMC Chimera, so we'll be heading into our fourth map. Yeah, I mean,
traveling to Route
exciting
66.
times. MRG and MRG have definitely been looking like the stronger team coming into the previous two maps, but only just. And so now seeing Fineliner and Dink come in, we might see the change of pace coming through for Chimera. They might just be able to change it up, change up comps or runs. I mean, run the same comp they were running before, but maybe a bit confidently. Coming into it, the defense will be a double sniper, double shield comp. Fineliner running his signature Mercy. We all know that he's a very, very good Mercy player, and that's the only character that he likes to play. Yeah. Yeah, and then on the attack, it looks like MRG Kobra could possibly be running a bull comp. Not something we've seen yet in this series, and quite an interesting comp to watch. Definitely one that you've had to learn to watch from watching Overwatch League. He does make the switch off of the ball onto the Reinhardt, as I say that though. And so they will be walking forward into this bull comp with Cammy back on that Tracer though, as he has been doing so effectively in this series. Can't just get rolling around that corner. I mean, she'll get caught now, but as soon as they get this part towards this gas station, they'll be able to come a lot harder to kind of hold, as getting inside that becomes a lot easier. Calvin gets the high ground, but he gets taken out immediately. His team just wasn't behind him. Gilda also being taken out by top leader. Lamp as well committed there for MRG Cobra. Kami with an unfortunate recall straight into a rock from Sky Commander does mean there's a slight stagger kill there. And this is looking fairly this is looking fairly confident coming out from Chimera. On this double shield, it's definitely looking like it's a harder attack, sorry, for MRG Cobra. Dragon's now online, Dink throws him straight in, splits up that team. Pull from ECAJ, pulls Suzy straight back into that, and he's not inside his lap. And he gets taken out. No Suzy there, he does mean that the res comes through, but he immediately gets headshot by Tom. Tom now going to be looking to reposition onto this other high ground, has the bomb online, and it's running plenty of damage onto Joestar on Diva. Bongo gets dropped down from ECAJ, and Frontline just decides to barely finish off Baby Diva, Joestar's Baby Diva. And yeah, only really Bongo and Dragons drop down there, but Dink already 50% to that next Dragons. Plenty of ults to play with for Chimera, and really good ult usage so far. Lamp forced out so early, and there's the flux coming out from Sky Commander. There's no Lamp there. Calvin is forced down to 1 HP. Hindman comes out from Gilder and finds Fineliner. And I mean, Sky Commander's literally sat in the middle of them. He gets taken out by the bomb, unfortunately. This fight could still go either way. Dink landing a nice shot onto Kami on the Hanzo. He gets taken out. Dink taking out 2 players here. Both of the DPS gone for Kobra here. Committing Dragons onto the point, and that just forces Nadia to back off a little. Dink is on his own, unfortunately, here though, and he will be just looking for that little bit of ult charge before he dies. And the point probably going to be capped up here. 49 seconds on the clock. Sky Commander looks like he might be going for a touch, but no, it doesn't quite get there. He's just going to opt to die on the point. Tom gets taken out by Joestar, and MRG Cobra are going to be walking forward. Joestar pistoling from the distance, building up that Baby Diva ult. Need to get back into that mech. Tom with a nice pick onto Kami there. Finding that early pick onto Kami as well. And, oh, yeah, okay. Right as I switch to him, he manages to land that beautiful headshot onto Gilder. Both the DPS being taken out by Tom Makita in this fight, and MRG Cobra are forced to back off.
Please move behind the barrier.
Fully healed.
Let me handle
By the dragon.
Dink with a nice headshot, manages to find the kill onto Kami. That's just going to stagger it out even more. And I mean, Kami's going to have to make it back to that back from spawn at some point. If Dink can manage to land another headshot somehow, then yeah, that could spell the end. But no, that's fine. Very, very quick attack coming through for an MRG. And they drop down that window, the fire strike going for it, double damage, and players from EMC, sorry, are starting to fall here. Calvin with the pin manages to take out Mackie, and the speed boost just meaning Calvin can catch up with Fineliner as he struts away on that signature Mercy. Score at the moment is 2-1 to MRG Cobra.
Moving the payload. Join me.
activated.
Dragons got eaten up by Sky Commander and the Sigma, and that's unfortunate, very, very unfortunate for Kami there. He also gets taken out by Dink. Calvin's just going to be walking in trying to take out Mackie. The players for both sides have fallen, but it looks like more casualties have been taken for MRG, for EMC Chimera here than there have been for MRG Cobra. As Sky Commander, the last straggling survivor, gets taken out.
See that which is unseen.
Coming down. Where's the bongo though? The shatter comes out and he gets pulled behind the shield. What a beautiful pull coming out from ECAS there. And I mean, immediately after that shatter got messed up, MRG Kobra decided to back out. As Dink also finds the headshot to Gilda. Cammy with the hammer. ECAD does get himself staggered there, unfortunately. So they will have to wait for him to come back into this fight. Gilda now making the switch out to Please move behind the barrier. There's the flux coming out! Oh no! That's so unfortunate. The flux was so set up so well by his team, but it just didn't land because he placed it on the lift. Sky Commander just joked out of a ult there, and I mean, I think that probably cost them the fight. 38 seconds on the clock now, and MRG Kobra are going to look to hold this very close because they are in a poorly composition. They can afford to hold this close. ECAD though makes a quick switch onto the Reinhardt and immediately switching over to a full comp. Kobra did not see that coming. Not one bit. I mean, I didn't see that coming. As all the Kobra players are now forced out. Nadia falling late into the fight with no Lucio to speed you back to the point. 10 seconds on the clock. They're going to be looking to get this touch. And the real question is, who can get there? Can Dillstar get there? Ping comes through from Calvin to get the touch, and he doesn't quite get there. Dillstar does find that touch on Tiga, but Calvin is taken out. Visor coming out from Tom Makita, manages to find the pick onto Cammy and onto Dillstar. Kill also comes through onto Fusey, and I think that's going to be it for MRG Kobra. They're going to get stopped right before the end of this point. And I mean, Chimera seem to be playing much better with this DPS and support line change. I mean, this map still could go either way. But yeah, I mean, a nice defense coming out from MRG, from EMC Chimera, sorry, and holding it just before the end of third point.
Ready for battle.
Just see what these teams come out with. Looks like... Okay, looks like there will be a form of double shield, but a more brawly double shield coming out for Kobra on the defense. Calvin and Dillstar on Ryan Sigma. Cammy back on that Doomfist that he did so much on King's Row. I say that as he switches to Sombra. Looks like they can't quite decide what they're going to play, but I mean, hopefully they decide before this game starts in 10 seconds. Tom Makita and Dink on the McCree and Reaper, and yeah, I was ready for that one as Gilda has yet to pick anything. Right as the doors open, straight onto a pause as there's no DPS for the other side. And this might mean that it's a bit harder for MRG to keep this hold if EMC manage to play this very quickly and take that high ground very quickly. Oh, actually. Okay. Better check both teams are ready before I just start it. Yeah, fine lineup on the Lucio, just off of his off of his signature Mercy here. Quite a strange pick, honestly. Anyone who knows fine line knows he is a Lucio one trick. I mean, Cammy decloaks in that backline, tries to find the hack onto Ekaj, or did find the hack onto Ton, sorry, and that was it. Point will just keep rolling forward here as EMC Chimera takes shelter under this gas station, and I mean Calvin gets that touch by just standing on that corner. And he's dropped down on top of the Chimera. Calvin immediately turned on to. Tom Makita in the backline has found the pick onto Husey. And I mean, that was a bit confusing there. I'm not quite sure what the communication was like for MRG Kobra there, but they didn't seem to coordinate on when they wanted to get into this fight. And two very nice headshots from Dink taking out Gilda there. Okay, sniping the sniper hero on Cassidy. But yeah, I feel like the communication just quite wasn't there for Kobra, and they seemed to like just struggle on when they were knowing when to drop down. There's the flux coming out from Dillstar, and that has lifted a few players up into the air. Ekaj does fall, and there's the Death Blossom from Tom Makita in the backline. Does find the kill onto Husey. Kills are going both ways. It can still, fight could still go either way.
They are getting on my nerves.
And it looks like this point will keep moving. EMC Chimera, yeah, winning out that fight. Sorry, I went quiet. And just, there's the bomb coming out from Sky Commander onto the high ground, finds the kill onto Dillstar, and I mean, that's probably going to force Kobra to back out. I say that, but I lie. Dink uses the high noon, and he finds three quick kills for Dink on the high noon. I mean, there were so many ults dropped down there, and that probably should have gone to Kobra there with the ults that they committed. But I mean, Chimera, Dink with the high noon finds three and switches that fight around. Amazing. And Chimera are getting closer and closer to winning this map, and Kobra haven't seemed to put up as much of a fight as they did on previous maps. It's quite wondering to see, to be honest. It's strange as well. I mean, a team that's been doing this well all of a sudden puts out less. Shatter comes down, but it is blocked up, and Calvin, walking forward, gets punished from a flash from hammer from Dink. Window coming out from Husey there with a combination of the Vault from Daniel, and the resurrection comes through onto Calvin. Looks like Kobra will be finally holding up this point here, right before the end of that point, but they still managed to find that hold.
Activating the barrier. Almost time for a graffiti clock.
And I mean, Cammy finds the pick onto Fineliner. I'm assuming that was just off of a flank. He manages to find the kill onto Fineliner. That's huge. That's a massive stall, and that's a massive stall kill. And it's just going to force Kobra just to slow down, wait for that to come. Chimera, sorry, to slow down and wait for that kill to come through. There's the high noon coming from Dink in the backline. Doesn't shoot yet. Flash comes out from Cammy looking for that kill, but doesn't, looking for the cancel, but doesn't quite find it. Flux brings him up, and there's the high noon. Cammy finds the kill onto Tom Makita. Window comes out from Mackie on the opposition side, but kills going the way of Kobra here. Mob from Gilda just shooting through that window, and I have now got hiccups. Probably from talking so much. Try and sort that out before the end of the map. coming into next fight, Chimera do have a few ults, and yeah, I mean, there's the bomb coming out from Sky Commander very early. Lamp also comes out. Ton Makina, though, on the back line with the Death Blossom, manages to find 2 kills, and that was so well coordinated, using the bomb to force them back, and then Death Blossoming to kind of just clean them up after they pushed back. Point is down 0.6 of a meter to finishing, and Chimera pushing it in, and that's going to even the score up. It's 2-2 to, well, it's 2-2, it's drawing. Here we see the High Noon coming through, where he manages to find those 3 kills. And it definitely seems like the subs that have come in for Chimera have definitely just given that new breath of life, that little bit of energy to them that they didn't quite have before. It's like having a sip of an energy drink as a 5-year-old. You don't need it, but it definitely helps. And yeah, it's propelled them forward, looking a lot stronger in that map. And I mean, Kobra did look a bit discombobulated, bit disorientated on the defense, kind of just letting that cart walk through just freely, really, not really stopping it many times, or as many times as you'd hope to have seen, but hopefully it's just a map thing or something like that, as Kobra just kind of lose their composition a bit, and next map coming in they might bring it back, and see that coming through. Next map will be Control, as it is our 5th map, and we are going to Ilios. Definitely not one of my favourite Control maps, but it is Boop Central. Lucio players are going to be having the time of their life, and yeah, we're going to be seeing I mean, hopefully, seeing already for both teams going into this map. And just as an update for anybody who might be interested, the other match is that is currently going on between Sapphire and MBS, that is being casted by something, is currently 2-2 as well. So they are completely equal. I believe they are already in their 5th map, and so this is very, very close between the 4 teams. It's showing to be quite amazing playoffs coming through. And yeah, I mean, we'll see what's kind of if we'll see any subs or anything like that. Just gonna take a drink. I mean, thank you, but at the same time, ouch. Using phrases like that. I mean, only one person calls me that. Oops. Okay, we have the ready coming through for MRG Kobra. So we're just waiting to hear from Chimera. The score at the moment is 2-2. actually. I will probably... Yep, so still just waiting for the ready. There it is. We've got the ready from both teams heading into Ilios.
Now arriving at Ilios.
Here we are, first map, the all-famous well. We love well. Usually see Hogs and Lucios and Faras having the time of their lives, booping everybody left, right and centre. And yeah, I mean, I don't expect to see much different here. Two different kind of feelings coming out from either side here, as MRG Kobra have opted for running the Rhine Diva comp. They're running Rhine Diva and Cammy on that Doomfist that worked well for them on King's Row. However, the opposition side, Chimera will be running that Monkey Diva comp. I'm running the Sombra Genji. I mean, they are running the zombie comp here, but they're running a Genji, which isn't something that you usually see. Gilda though, with an early pick onto Maki, that's going to be massive. Losing your Moira so early into the fight. I mean, with a punch from Cammy there as well, killing off Ekaj, that's just going to confirm the end of that fight for Chimera, and they're going to be resetting. Dink does find the kill onto Gilda here. I mean, I don't know if I've actually casted a Genji before. As Genji has not been very good for quite a bit of time. The kid's diving in, he does seem to be getting punished a little bit and he gets caught out of position. This push is coming through, Stuck comes through onto Maki, and oh, Gilda with a pulse bomb, sticks Maki and Maki fades away, but Fineliner still gets taken out by it. Dillstar will be chasing down Sky Commander and finding that Sky Commander just jumping off the map and going for that reset.
All better now.
QZ now with a window online and the bomb for Dillstar here as well. Cammy on this high ground, he doesn't want to give it away, just using those cooldowns to get rid of them. The switch also has come through for Ekaj and Tom, and the Chimera have switched onto a brawl-based comp. Meteor Strike comes out, and Cammy's just going to be dropping down onto Ekaj there, and finding a nice kill onto Ekaj actually, just maneuvering around that shield. QZ also with the kill onto Tom Makita and finding that little fadeaway cleanup kills. Stagger also coming through onto Sky Commander, which is a bit unfortunate to see. A bit of cyberbullying for the for the baby Diva, and 83% on the point now. It's going to come down to this last fight. And I mean, Chimera have ran the same thing for so long. There's the window coming out early, but Chimera just going to opt to walk straight past it. There's the beat coming down, and the bomb comes out from Sky Commander. So many ults from Chimera already, but the kills don't seem to be quite going their way. Sky Commander finds Calvin, but Ekach also falls, so there's a trade there. Tom Makita falls there, and it's Sky Commander and Dink left on the point. Sky Commander and Vineliner left on the point, sorry. Dink is still coming back. Kills are coming through for MRG Kobra, and it's just going to be the stall coming out on the point. Dink goes for the touch, but he gets booped away, and that's the first point of control. First point of Ilios, sorry, getting taken away by MRG Kobra. Just like our first map. MRG taking that first point.
Ready for battle.
Let's get to it already.
Statistically speaking, I usually get most of my team back alive, but who's counting?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
Now coming out onto Lighthouse. Tom Makita on the Symmetra. Gonna be looking for that Sim TP onto point. MRG got there first, and I mean the boot, the pin and the boot were both there, so the boots were coming through. Dink with the environmental kill with the flashbang onto Dillstar. Looks like he might be DCing a little there, but okay. Fineliner popping off a little. That TP just didn't come through quick enough for Tom Makita and Emma. No, sorry, I got that the wrong way round. It was Chimera who got the boot. Cammy diving into the back, gets taken out by Ton, unfortunately. Fineliner just sat on point, going to be farming up that. A beautiful headshot takes out Gilder on the side. I mean, Ton walking forward on the Symmetra has found 3 kills. I think that's 4 kills for him in this fight. And Cammy punching in takes out Fineliner. Damn, but wow. I mean, plenty of ults here for Chimera as well. There's the shatter coming down. It does get met with a cold side of Ekach's shield. But I mean, Tom Makita builds up that level 3 beam and takes out Calvin. And I mean, he's just deadly on this point right now. Finds the kill onto Cammy, and he's just walking around on Sim completely free range. Dropping those turrets onto the point just to slow down anybody who tries to touch, and Dink finding those cleanup kills. EMC Chimera really holding on to this point. They are not letting this go right now.
My teleporter is online.
Feel the healing beat.
Plenty of ults also online, and Calvin has also made the switch onto the monkey. High noon coming from high ground from Dink, and he gets taken out by the meteor strike. Window also comes out, but that gets taken out by but Mackie gets taken out by the pulse bomb. And this fight definitely looks like it's going the way of Kobra here, as all the kills are going towards them. And I mean, that's really unfortunate for Dink and Mackie. Where they've both got killed off there, and yeah, I mean, Ton finds the kill onto Cammy. It looked like Cammy also got stumped up. And I mean, this Symmetra has to be your focal point coming into any of these fights, or you are just not going to be able to handle the pressure coming out from that level 3 beam. Nadia on point does get stunned up before they can get that beat down, and that's the point getting flipped over. 99%, and Dink has found so many kills in this fight. It is first of 4. And yeah, nobody can get that touch. Overtime burns away, and Chimera takes second map. Or second point, sorry.
3, 2, 1. Round 3.
My
Here we
battle
go.
is online.
Raising the bar.
Going into our third point of Ilios, going into Ruins. And we're going to see pretty much the same comps being run by both sides as Calvin is staying on that monkey that he was running on the end of that lighthouse. Lamp has already come out for MRG Kobra here. The kills though have still gone their way. Killstar was forced back and had to get that health back, but Sky Commander has chased him down and gets taken out of his mech. Tom Makita uses the Ray Form just to stay alive, and I mean that's 2 kills for Tom there with those funny Reaper character shotguns. Husey falls extremely low and has to commit the lamp to keep himself alive. But I mean Ton finding 4 kills on Reaper there.
Let's up the tempo.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Fully healed. Amplification matrix charging.
Going into our next fight, plenty of ults online, plenty of ults coming online for EMC Chimera here, and MRG Kobra looking for that, probably looking to ult fairly early as the Meteor Strike comes out from Cammy. There's the beat from Fineliner, and the window comes out from QZ, but the shatter comes down from ECAJ, and both the tanks boot into that corner as well. I mean, the peel is coming through a little bit for QZ, Mackie there, but I mean, shatter like that from ECAJ just confirms that fight. Sky Commander will have to jump off the edge of the map just to reset, get his mech back, but there's plenty of ults online for EMC Chimera here going into this fight. There's the bomb going up for Dillstar, and it only finds the lamp. Dink has found the kill onto Gilda, and Tom finds the kill onto Calvin. Both main tanks have been traded. There's the Death Blossom coming out from Tom Makita. He finds the kill onto Husey, and there's the cleanup afterwards to kill Cammy. MRG Kobra just looked like they could almost take that fight for a minute, and then lost it, unfortunately.
Not as good as new.
85% on the point and counting. It's going to be quite a close one going into this, as I mean Sky Commander with the bomb and Dink with the high noon. Pulse Bomb comes through and forces out that lamp from Mackie. Pin from Calvin finds Todd, and there's the high noon from Dink finding the kill onto Gilda. Kills have still gone the way of EMC Chimera here. The shatter coming down! There's the shatter from ECAJ, and nobody really got to the point there. Overtime ticks down, does get triggered again, and I mean the cleanup kills are still coming through. MRG Kobra just not being able to find another footing in this last point, and this went exactly like the first map. I mean, Kobra playing so well on the first map and looking so good, and then Chimera just take it from them. It's almost like Chimera teasing them and letting them take first map. Okay, this is the part where I got a bit confused with casting it. It was the TP got there quicker for Chimera, and they got the boot onto all of those players. All of those players got boots on the edge of the map, and there's a nice quick clean-up boot on the end there. And that puts the score at 3-2 for EMC Chimera. What an exciting map. I mean, this next map could be our last map. We will be going into Hybrid next, and we cannot be playing King's Row, unfortunately. As that is the map we played earlier. So the score for this match is 3-2, and the score for the other match is also 3-2. So it is. I mean, these semi-finals are very, very close. So I can't wait to see the finals. Can't wait to see how close these finals are. Because Chimera is top seed, and EMC and Kobra is bottom seed, or not bottom seed, but they're fourth in the seedings. And so Chimera in standings are the better team. But in this matchup, Chimera and Kobra are looking fairly evenly matched. That last map looking a lot more dominant for Chimera. And yeah, it is now 4-2. 4-2? 3-2, sorry. Who's winning in the other game? I actually don't know. The other team is MBS who are winning the other game. The MBS have got 3 and Sapphire have got 2. Yeah, so it's still. I mean, both matchups could still go either way. Yeah, and I mean, I mean, I'm so excited. It's so much fun to be part of this. Yeah, I need to go to the right match chat. So the map choice has gone to Kobra, as they unfortunately did lose, but that does mean that they get to pick the hybrid map that will be played, and they have chosen, if I'll find it, they have chosen not Kings Row, not Iconwald. I got there eventually. Yeah, so Iconwald being the next map. Yeah, Iconwald is next map, so we'll wait for both teams to say they're ready, and we'll just check with Chimera if they want to attack or defend first. Okay, I'm assuming that's defense, not meant. I mean, the message says the fence, so I'm assuming it's defense. But if he means attack, then that's his own fault. Okay, Kobra have just called for a slight timeout. Chimera are ready, but Kobra have just having a slight timeout. So I mean, just yeah. Just got a drop. Love to see it. Love to see it. That's what you get when you're loyal to your Overwatch streamers. You get your drops, and like I said at the start of the stream, and about halfway through, about like half an hour ago, you do get drops for the Reaper event while watching this stream, and it's happened with all the other ones, and I love it. I think it's so cool for somebody who, like me, I have 23 viewers right now, and you're all getting those Reaper drops, you're all getting those Overwatch drops just from watching. You get those awesome sprays, and yeah, I think it's an hour for the first one, 2 hours for the next, and then 3 hours for the next. So, I mean, you might get the second, who knows. Yeah, so Cammy has just left the lobby, and in match chat, it's looking like he's had a power cut. Unfortunately. So, I mean, actually, do you know that you get extenuating circumstances for this one? There he is. Just moving back in, and then check for the ready again. Yeah. I do wonder if the other map has finished yet. I know they were playing Blizzard World. So yeah, they are a map ahead, and I know they're 3-2 to MBS. Yeah. At the moment, the score is 3-2 to Chimera. So this next map could be our final map. Or if Kobra somehow managed, or I say somehow like it's impossible, if Kobra come out with that power that they had on that second and third map, then I mean, we could be seeing our 7th map, which would be Escort. We would go to Escort for our last map. Our next map would be Escort. So just need to make sure they're ready. Okay, we have that ready. And there we go. We're going into it.
Traveling to Iconwall.
Iconwall. Home of the German. Reinhardt's home. That's where Reinhardt originates from. That's where he came from, if anybody doesn't know. But I mean, what, 5 years into Overwatch existence, if you don't know that, then I'm pretty impressed with you, to be honest. You're pretty, yeah, you're pretty behind on the times, I'll be honest.
Ready for battle.
But never a better time to learn than the present. And it does look like EMC will be running out on the double shield defense.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Time. They've been running this quite comfortably, and yeah, it'd be nice to see how they go. Cammy is on the Hanzo, however, something a little different than what we've seen so far. What a pull coming out, and Husey gets caught out of position. That was a beautiful pull there, just to separate Husey from the rest of his team and allow that pick to come through. Space has been taken here for as the rage did come through. Calvin though almost gets taken out, slightly out of position there. And Gilbert also does have the DM from Star just to keep him alive. and it's really a war of attrition here. Cammy though has found the pick onto Dink. That's a massive pick there. Window on the high ground for the EMC is huge. It's just going to give so much advantage, positional advantage for MRG Kobra, and they're just moving forward. Calvin walking on Chimera, swinging his hammer. He does get taken out there. He's come back taken out Kobra. With both the DPS and the DPS still alive, Spike for Chimera, and Dink finds a kill onto QZ. Bob is committed by Tomohida, and I think it's quite worth committing that Bob. It's just having a tank on that point, isn't it? I mean, right as ECouch and finally, ECouch and Sky Commander get back to this point. Wow. An amazing retake for Chimera there. I mean, there's the flux so early. That was forced out because of that flux.
It ain't my time.
This team's looking a little split. Just want to pick on the Sky Commander. For the kill on Tomohida. He does get taken out. Bit of a flag with these kills. He does get headshot by Cammy. Very low. Shatter comes down from Calvin. 2 players fall onto their backs, and that's just going to spell the end of that fight, most likely. Mackie finding the kill onto Cammy there, but I mean, I may have spoken too early again. As Sky Commander has come back to the fight, and it seems like Kobra is going to take him out. No, that's it. MRG Kobra taking capping the first point. 3 minutes 45 on the clock.
You are fully healed.
Just going to be getting this cart around the move. These gates. Star, you can see some critical over across the map. So Hugh's just going to have to be sniping him with these grenades, these healing grenades. Pushing that high ground just that little bit. Bob is running from Eden there. I mean, so many headshots there. Does take Bob down very quickly, but Dink has found the kill onto Dillstar. Okay. The pin from Calvin takes out Sky Commander, and Nadia's just going to be trying to pistol away as she gets out of that fight. Just want to point out where Gilda is. Gilda is getting the kill, so is Cammy, but they know where Cammy is, so Cammy probably get never mind. Dink has been found coming back from spawn. He gets taken out. There's the dragons that's just going to probably try and force Chimera on the high ground. Doesn't quite work as I don't think he quite had the right angle. Tom getting taken out in that back line, and the Cartman is moving forward here. Still starts around 2 kills. Dink on the high ground getting taken out, but not good. He's definitely not going out without a fight. And it's going to be a last second hold.
Oh, stop.
Mineliner pops the Valk and gets taken out immediately. Looked like he got taken out by a swing from Calvin. And, I mean, coming onto this third point, the Rissa Sigma is not going to be something you're going to be wanting to grab. It's going to be a lot less viable running Rissa Sigma on this third point. And, yeah, you're going to that Diva comp and matching them. Coming in. There's the high noon coming out from Dink. Can't seem to quite get anyone in his crosshair. Shatter comes down and there's 5 players put onto their backs by Calvin. Calvin, an absolute maniac. No shield was put down. Sky Commander and Ekaj. There was 2 shields that could have been in his way, and he manages to get past all of them. 5 people put down, and I mean, Calvin is just going to stand in this doorway and just look very menacing. Not allow EMC Chimera to come out, and 2 minutes 6 on the clock as that point is capped up for MRG Kobra. If only that fight had gone on a little bit more, Bob would have got 3 kills. Yeah, but I mean, what a shatter from Calvin, just jumping round that corner and finding those 3 kills. Finding those 5 stuns, sorry, puts 5 players onto their back, practically the whole team onto their back, and Chimera just can't do anything. That's it, they just get cleaned up as Kobra walk forward and cap at that point. We will see them switching onto the defense now. Kobra can hold this quite confidently, as they've got that time in the bank for the attack.
Let me show you how it's done.
See that ECAD is running out on this Reinhardt comp that they ran, that they should have probably switched to on that defense. Tom Mikita back on that Reaper that he made absolute stunning effort on the attack. Cammy though gets caught out of position, and that's a massive punish from Sky Commander, jumping straight onto him. Gilda though with the headshot finds fine liner. Gilda though also slightly out of position, gets caught out. That's both DPS going down from Kobra here. Calvin is going to pin in, and Nadia is going to get taken out by Dink. D-Mech comes through onto Sky Commander here, so there's no Diva Mech coming in this fight. But I mean, with so many players on the point, EMC Chimera might be able to win out this fight. I say that as the window comes out, and Calvin with a nice fire strike finds the kill onto Mackie. That window was massive coming from Husey. The resurrection does come through, it does allow that point to be held, and no ticks given away. 2 minutes 55 on the clock. Pause coming through for the side of Kobra here, and I will quickly start a 5-minute timer. Okay, we've got already. Just make sure EMC's ready. Ah, okay. Never mind.
That'll get it done.
There's the shatter. Oh my god, Calvin on the side, just finding 2 with that shatter, and I mean that allowed them to walk forward. Ekach however has found the kill onto Calvin. Super Drink res does come through. Nice res coming from Nadia there, and like right on the front line. Gilda on the side, just going around the back. Shatter comes down from Ekaj, but it just gets blocked. And the window also from Mackie there forces the positioning of Kobra. Bomb thrown up into the air, and window also committed from Kobra. Husey though, however, gets taken out on the side, and kills are going the way for Tom Makita. There's the high noon coming from Gilda, and he finds the D-Mech onto Sky Commander. Bomb coming, being forced out. Nadia doing her best to stay alive there as this fight continues on. Ekad swinging that hammer. This fight can still go either way. Dink, though, has found the kill onto Calvin there, and these kills definitely look like they're going the way of the EMC Chimera. I say that as respawns do come back in. Cammy on the Tracer. Nice headshot from Dink, finding that kill, and that will probably spell the end of that fight, with the point being capped up. 3 minutes 37 on the clock now going into second point. A little less than what MRG Kobra had going into this final point.
Regen burst activated.
Chimera just looking to take up this this castle position, fortify the castle, just keep a stronghold, you know. Engagement already. There's the shatter coming down from Calvin, but Ekaj saw that one coming through this time. Tom Nikita with the TP drops down on top of Gilda's head and Death Blossoms him. QZ also getting taken out by the shotguns of Tom Nikita there, and he's done so much work on this Reaper on the past 2 maps. Boot comes through to try and boot Dillstar off the map, and the flash takes out Gilda there. I mean, Dink has also found the kill onto Cammy, but it looks like Chimera will just be backing off a little bit as Fineliner falls there and give away that point. Nice shots from Dink. That was beautiful. She, taking Nadia out of that Valk as she was looked like she was going for some pistol action, and yeah, just couldn't quite find that movement, even with the Valkyrie alive, to avoid the aim of Dink. Plenty of ults online for both sides here, though. And Chimera, I'm going to be looking for this hotel, for this castle hold, and the I didn't even notice that before, but it looked like Cammy got got his pulse bomb eaten by Sky Commander. High Noon comes out from Dink and finds the kill onto Husey, and Gilda in the back line is just getting punished there. Kills are going the way of EMC Chimera here. As I say that, Dink does fall. Calvin getting bullied in this corner. He drops that shatter, but nobody gets pushed onto their back. Cammy has managed to build up another pulse bomb in this fight and finds the kill onto Tom Nikita. With it, the kills, however, have switched pace and have gone the other way. Looks like Kobra are finding a few of their own. D-Mech coming through onto Dillstar as Ekaj and Sky Commander are the lone survivors. Shatter comes down to try and stop that res, but doesn't quite stop it. Res does come through onto Cammy, and he's back into this fight. Kills are then coming through onto EMC Chimera players as Kobra. I mean, Kobra and Chimera are both getting staggered players back into this fight, but it looks like Cammy is the only player left on this point. Valk is popped by Nadia here as she comes back into this point, but immediately backing out as that fight is just not winnable there. And Valkyrie really wasted that little bit. Gilda is looking like he's going to camp on that high ground behind, both windows coming out. There's the High Noon on the high ground. 2 kills though have gone the way of EMC already. Gilda has managed to find 3 kills on the back, and Kobra are looking like they can win this. It's just Fineliner left on the point, and can he keep this alive on his own? I do not think so. Kobra keeping that hold, and that is gonna... Oh, I'm losing my breath. Kobra, I mean, evening up that series, bringing us up to an immediate match point. We are at 3-3 right now. This is match point. An amazing play from Kobra, looking a lot better on that map. Here we see that shatter, 5 players put onto their back. You see him just swinging forward as he goes to take out as many players as he can and capitalise on that shatter. Amazing play from Kobra. They looked so much better. They looked like that team that played on King's Row on that map. And yeah, just looking a lot more comfortable and a lot more confident. and not letting the changes of Dink and Fineliner get to them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get on to our last map. So while we're going on to our last map, just to update you on the score of the other game, MBS did manage to win over Sapphire. So Sapphire unfortunately did not. So it's currently 3-3. Match point will go to an escort map. It will be going to Chimera's choice. Kobra did win. Yeah, so MBS did win their match 4-2. And congratulations to them for heading on to the finals. So this next map will decide who is going to the finals against MBS. Okay, rehydrated, filled up my water. I'm back, ready. Last map, let's go. We got this. I mean, I'd like to see who in chat would like. I mean, what their predictions are, who their who they think will win the next map. I mean, you can either choose to put it in now, or you can wait to find out that the map is Rialto. Yimro. Yep, we like the Chimera, vouch. Honestly, I don't even want to predict. I don't want to be wrong. It is 3-3 right now. So quickly check which team, or we'll quickly check whether Chimera. Oh, sorry. Kobra wants to attack or defend first, and then just check that both teams are ready to get into our 7th and final map. This stream has been going on for 2.5 hours. It's actually it's gone so quickly. I don't feel like I've been sat here for 2.5 hours casting, but I've loved every minute. And we will get into our last map. It is very, very close between both teams. So whoever becomes the victor of this map, then we will see. Then I mean, no hard feelings at all. I mean, both teams have played very, very well. Both teams have readied, so we will be heading into our last map.
Welcome to Rialto. Initiating match.
And it's very possible that we see this brawl matchup coming out again. It's been ran on the past 4 maps. 4, 5, 6 maps. And it'll probably be ran here, as this is a map that does facilitate a good brawl comp. You know what, I just have one of those voices, you know, that you can just sit and listen to. Just sit, put on, go to sleep to. No, joking. We draw these. Jesus, I hope not. Seen it on stream with Super once, and I really hope that that never happens. But yeah, final map, final decider map. For anyone interested or who's just joined, this VOD will be saved on my Twitch for 2 weeks, and it will also be going onto my YouTube channel, where it will just live there permanently. If you're ever wanting to want to look back on this in a year's time and just reminisce, it will be on my YouTube now. And yeah, both. So I mean, EMC have opted to run this double shield comp on the defense, whereas MRG coming out on the or Kobra, sorry, Kobra and Chimera. Kobra have opted to run this more brawly kind of composition. Lamp has been forced out quite early there from Uzi. This positioning going underneath, it looks like. I mean, ECAJ falling into the belly of the beast. I mean, that was. I hope it was a mistake. He got absolutely blown up, and yeah, I mean, Cammy also finding a pick onto Dink. That's going to be Chimera, probably just being forced back out of this fight. Hopefully not losing many more casualties, but Maki and MCG also falling there. And I mean, Chimera just getting decimated there. ECAJ also getting taken out, and what a quick first push. I mean, this point isn't even going to be contested once. Kobra just rolling it through. And ECAJ got close spawn as well, so he's gonna have to. He's gonna be sticking on that Orisa, and he's gonna have to rotate round to his team. Gilda now with this Dragon Strike online, will be looking to probably get that off. Dink finds a headshot with Uzi. Gilda with the Storm Arrows with that nice kill onto Sky Commander. Dragon dropped onto Maki, just straight onto her. That was bullying. And this fight could still go either way, but Dink has found so many kills. That's 2 kills for him right there, and I think that was 3 kills in that fight for Dink. Two clean headshots and a, I mean, damage boost body shot, but it's damage boost. there's the flux from Sky Commander. Absolutely humongous, finding so many targets. And just putting them in a place where they're just so vulnerable. Ults on side, ults on both sides looking very healthy right now. There's the bomb coming out on that high ground. Dink throwing the dragons through the backline as well, and the high noon also came out from Cammy. Doesn't seem like any kills have gone anyway, but oh my god! Calvin with a fire strike through the window, I'm assuming, has found 2 kills on both the supports, and Gilda also on the Hanzo finding 3 kills just to clean that fight up. But Calvin starting that fight off with the double kill fire strike. Amazing. I mean, there's the window coming out, the shatter comes out in response, but I mean, the window is there, so he still falls. Kills could still go either way though, both Bobs were there. Ton Makita though, with his Bob down on the ground, has found so many kills, and Ton's just in that position to do that damage, that extra bit of damage. It looks like Kobra will be backing out of this fight, and Chimera holding on to the point right before second. Or right before the end of second.
Let me handle it.
And I mean, this point is where the Orisa comps offer much better. Dragons straight through that high ground. Gilda managing to find that pick onto Mackie and catching Mackie slightly off guard, most likely. Flux does come up and 3 players lifted into the air. Plenty of damage when they hit that ground, and the D-Mech does come through onto Dillstar, but it doesn't look like anything's gonna be taken for Chimera here, as the point caps for MRG Kobra. Mackie tanking a hit, drops down that lamp.
Activating the barrier.
I get the idea.
There's the Valkyrie coming out from both sides. Dragons though from Dink on the side just split those tanks up and force them to play a bit slower. Bob gets thrown at the point, he's going to get absolutely melted. Bongo gets dropped down as well. There's the window from MRG Kobra in response. There's 2 kills for Yuzi there, 2 nice little bursts taking out low health players, and MRG Kobra are going to be walking it forward, just seem to use their ults a bit better. Mackie does have the window here, and Sky Commander is putting in a bit of force just to keep this point where it is. And Calvin walks in and gets absolutely bursted down. Ekach has made the switch onto the Reinhardt and Dink onto the McCree, holding onto this 3rd point, and they've got to hold on to this point for 2 minutes, but I believe that they can do it. I think Gilda is hiding in the bushes behind EMC, and they don't know he's there. No idea he's there. He's probably going to wreak havoc as soon as the next fight starts. There's the dragon coming out from behind. Throws that dragon probably a bit close, as it just gets kind of bursted out. It just kind of bypasses the whole team. Flux comes out from Sky Commander and forces out the lamp from MRG Kobra. Shatter comes down from Calvin, and that puts 3 players onto their backs. Can the kills come through though? Ekouch gets taken out by Dillstar. The window comes out defensively from Mackie. Nice window, slowing down that pace, but Cammy in the back line has managed to find the kill onto MCG, and kills have all gone the way of Kobra here. Point coming extremely close. I mean, Ekaj was the only one who could get a touch. I'd say that, as MCG manages to come in on that Lucio and get that touch. Very hard to hit right there. And 2 nice headshots from Gilda there. Oh my god, MCG and Mackie both feeling the blow to the head from the headshots.
To 3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
And there we go. Point gets capped up. 39 seconds on the clock for MRG Kobra. Finishing with time. That's what you like to see on an escort map. That's what you like. You like finishing, and you like finishing with time. And I regret my choice of words immediately. But oh dear, it's going to start the whole chat thing again that I had earlier.
Ready for battle.
We'll see what MRG Kobra decide to run out on the defense.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And it looks like they are opting for this Randiva Brawl that they have been so confident on this whole match. And I mean, they did so well on it on the attack. I don't see why they wouldn't play it on defense. Cammy, however, is on the May, something that we've not seen him on yet this series. It's mainly been on the Doomfist. Looks like they will be going for the spawn hold, as EMC Chimera might be expecting that, as they are positioned on this left side high ground. Gilda just on the flank on the Reaper. He's just going to be shooting into... okay. Nikita opting for the Bastion switch, the ever so famous Bastion that comes out when you're being spawn camped on Rialto. Nadia, yeah, okay, Nadia gets booped, I guess, by themselves. And there's the D-Mech coming onto Dillstar with no Lucio there. You're not going to be able to rotate very quickly. And Calvin gets taken out. That's just going to be the kills going the way of EMC Chimera as they walk this cart forward. It looks like Ton will be staying on the Bastion for now, and just be setting up on cart. Some exciting Bastion gameplay. And I mean, this is a massive stagger. Cammy's only just died. I mean, the hold is still going to be close for Kobra here. They're still going to be able to get a second fight on this point, unlike Chimera did on their defense. But, I mean, oh what? Okay, the window gets dropped right in the face of Tom Nikita, and that Bastion pick gets immediately blown up and punished. Dink in that corner getting swung on by Calvin, does get taken out, and that's just going to be Chimera backing out, resetting for the next fight.
Don't run.
Tom Nikita though has found the pick onto Cammy there. Shatter comes down and two players put onto their backs. Kills really needed to come through there for Chimera, but Ekaj got the let the Shatter go past him. Shatter went over his shoulder there. And there's the bomb coming out from Dillstar. Sky Commander with a bomb of his own. He's just kind of going straight into the... I can't pause this fight, unfortunately, so the pause will come after this fight, and there we go, there it is, as that fight is just getting cleaned up. Point has been flipped, and I'm starting the... They have no P on point. Oh. My bad.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
I'm retorting to the payload. Let's keep it moving.
You do get one pause per map, unfortunately, and I very well. Anyway, getting back into it. Plenty of ults on the side of EMC Chimera here, and they're just going to be looking to take this high ground position. Nice flash onto Calvin. That's just going to force out that beat. Calvin, I mean, has so much help with the beat, but still can't really walk forward. Beat comes out in response to that window, and Chimera is still able to take this fight in this position, but might have to give it up fairly soon. Ekash finds the kill onto Nadiel there, and Tom Nikita with the Bastion tank configuration finds the kill onto Husey. bomb gets thrown up into the air, and I mean, Gilda throwing the dragons on the side. I mean, Kobra still believe this fight is winnable, and I mean, it's just not going great for them. And this is really annoying to play against Tom Makita on the Bastion. There's the point being capped up, and Gilda finds a nice headshot onto Tom. Just distracting that Bastion a little bit. But, yeah, MRG Kobra are going to be forced to back out of this one ever so slightly, and just look for a slight reset. Gilda unfortunately does fall there. QZ also getting found, and that's just going to give so much momentum for EMC to walk on. I mean, Calvin only with Calvin with the Shattered, Gilda coming close to the Dragons, but that's about it. The EMC Chimera looking like they're going to finish with so much time here, with so many ults in the bank. Window comes out, there's the Shatter, 3 players put onto their back. Bomb comes out from Sky Commander though and finds the kill onto Gilda. Dink flashing, fans the hammer Calvin there, and Calvin gets taken out. Dillstar getting demeched, and it's just going to be Staggers coming onto the point for Kobra here. EMC Chimera, now, I mean, Dragons onto the point from Gilda, just forces them away ever so slightly, but the beat and the tank configuration are there, and there's so much damage coming onto the side of MRG Kobra. They can't get that touch, and there's 3 minutes 22 on the clock for Chimera.
3-3. Switching sides.
Chimera now with 3 minutes 22 on the clock, and I mean that clock has been pushed up to 1 minute for MRG Kobra, but yeah, we'll see how it goes, because I mean in King's Row, Kobra made a made an overtime push all the way to the end, and they did it really well.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Doe maar normaal, hè? Dan doe je al gek genoeg.
Makita running that Bastion, running the Bastion defense. This is going to be very oppressive for all of MRG Kobra coming out of this doorway as they beat the base of a Bastion. Cammy on the Doomfist looks like he's going to immediately swap off of that pick. I mean, Ton very aggressively dropping down in the base of MRG, finds the pick onto QZ and the D-Mech onto Dillstar. So there's so much damage there. Dillstar also getting taken out by the recon config, and that's a 5 minute time. I mean, such nice aim from Ton there as well, managing to snipe Nadia. 10 seconds on the clock, it's going to be an overtime fight. With that tank configuration coming online as well, could be used up here. Window though takes out Tom Makita, and that's the only ult that's online. Rez is there from MCG though, and if he can get this tank off, then it might just win this fight for Chimera. Sky Commander finds the pick onto Nadiel, and there's the window coming out from Maki. The Dragons got eaten up by Dillstar, that's a beautiful eat. And there's so much damage though coming down to Kobra. Calvin though has that shatter, drops it down onto 2 players. Dragons thrown through the center from Cammy, but that's going to be it. That's going to be the point getting held there, as Cammy was finding a few kills there, and it could have gone the other, swung the other way if maybe one person
Initiating match.
Okay. I will start the 5-minute timer now for the other side. I'm assuming this is going to be a DC, as I mean, he's just kind of dipped halfway through a map, but yeah, this map is very, very close, and I won't put it past Chimera. I won't put it past, sorry, Kobra. In that Kobra can still hold this. They can still full hold this. This is still winnable for Kobra, and I mean, yeah. And with 3 minutes 22 on the clock, you're gonna need ECAJ to be getting back into this map as soon as, I mean, as soon as anyone, as soon as he can. There he is, and I will quickly ask if we're ready. We've got the ready from both sides, and I will stop the timer first and then unpause. Yeah, heading back into it. They've got this. They've got this time to set up. Kobra, if they pull out some amazing comp that we've never seen before, then it's very possible we see them coming away with a win on this map. And I mean, Decider as well. Look at how far they've got to get the cart though. The cart only has to reach this spot. And I mean, that's barely 2 fights. Cammy coming out on the Bastion. I mean, it's something that has to be done. The Bastion pick coming out, and whether they go on high ground or low ground is probably another option. There you go. It does look like they will be setting up on the high ground.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Here we go. Going into the last point of the last map. Bastion for both sides. Existential circumstances. Both teams want to win this. Both teams want to be in the final. Both teams have fought so hard to come this far. And this point is just rolling through. The touch is going to have to come out at some point. Drop down has come through, and MRG Kobra just taking this low ground positioning. Dink on the offcut angle though, finds the pick onto Kami with the storm arrows. Real question is, can they get a res in there? Husey finds the pick onto Tom Makita, but the kills have gone the way of EMC Chimera here. But just the supports left. It's just the supports. Nadia, one last breath of life for MRG Chimera, but MRG Kobra unfortunately can't come away with a win, and EMC Chimera, I mean, what an amazing series. They have, every player has played so well in this series, and I mean, this series has really, really gone the distance. A whole 7 maps. And yeah, I mean, that means that
You haven't
the
seen
finals
anything yet.
next week will be EMC Chimera versus MBS. And I am now checking if I am busy next weekend. I am. Damn. I would have loved to cast it, but I mean, what a final game, what a final map, what a final game. This is well, I mean, it went so well. Chimera and Kobra, a definite tug of war battle. It went back and forth the whole time, and I mean, my first thought is going to come down to Chimera MVP, because I mean, it's hard to choose. I think I think it has to be Ton. He's done so much on every character he's played every map. And every single map he's put in work. Even when Chimera were losing, he was making such massive efforts and movements to kind of like give his team a chance. Hello, hello, hello.
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 Yo.
How are we?
Stressed.
Not surprised. So I mean, 7-map series, took it all the way to the very end, and fought like champs. So I mean, congratulations first of all. I always say this, you are my MVP choice for Chimera. You played exceptionally well. You played every map, and every map you've played really, really well on. You've looked exceptional. And then also congratulations, you are going to the grand finals of Tier 3 CC. So, I mean, do you have anything to say about that?
Let's go.
I love the enthusiasm. Yeah, that's the stress talk. That's the stress, isn't it? That's just stopping. You're so tired after a 7-map series.
Yeah, not gonna lie, it's pretty late now, but yeah.
Yeah, it's. I'm sure it is. I mean, I won't keep you for too long then. But I mean, the whole time you've played exceptionally well. But what was the best map for you? What do you think you played best on? What map?
Tough to say. I think it's not necessarily if I did good. It's more if we played together more as a team.
Oh,
like
okay,
some maps
yeah,
we just
okay.
didn't
So,
play together.
as a team, what map do you feel like you played your best Overwatch?
I'd say we played pretty well on control maps, despite maybe not the first one, but also like especially Root. I think we did really well with tempo for the brawl.
Agreed. I mean, very well played, and it was so close between Chimera and Kobra the whole time, but you kind of did look like you had that little bit of an edge through most of the maps, and it's very nice to see the first place seed coming into the grand finals. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to cast them myself, but I will be watching. I'll tell you that for sure. And I will be cheering. So, I mean, is there anything you want to say before you go? Because I can hear you're quite tired, and I'm fairly tired as well. So.
No, like GG's to Cobra, they did pretty well, even though I know they don't scrim a lot. So that's really good from them. But yeah, that's sort of what I have.
Oh, okay. Well, well played. Congratulations again. And I guess I will speak to you when I speak to you next. Probably when I give you MVP next or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
See you later.
See ya.
There we go. I mean, 3 hours in. It took 3 hours to decide who is going to win this match. But we're finally there. I hope everyone's enjoyed. I hope you've all enjoyed listening to my dreary old voice for a good 3 hours. I've loved every minute. And yeah, I look forward to the next time that I get to cast. I will repeat, I said earlier, all of my VODs will be saved on my Twitch for 2 weeks, and then my VODs will also be uploaded to YouTube. So I'll upload this to YouTube. It'll probably be up sometime tomorrow. And yeah, if you want to get yourself like a few months down the line and you go, you know what, I want to rewatch that, then it'll be on my YouTube and you can go and check that out. A link is in my description for my Twitch, I believe, as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it there as well, and probably go and get something to eat because I'm starving. But yeah, 4-3 to EMC Chimera. Very well played to both teams, and I can't wait to do this again. Bye bye.